Hey, welcome to 23 Degrees Sideways. I'm going to do this again. This is like the 10th time I've tried to do the coronavirus video, and I can't get it short enough. I can't get it sweet enough. I can't get it down in time. So there's just a lot of information to present, okay? I think I'm just going to break it up into two videos. Video number one, the virus. I have to give you a position on corona. You know, what things do we know? What things do we not know? Where do I think things have gone wrong? And here's the first part. I believe, not absolutely certain, but I believe that the virus, the SARS-CoV-2 virus exists in some detectable form. Whether it is an independent virus or a symbiotic set of viruses or whatever, I don't know, okay? I don't trust most of the reporting that I've gotten that does not acknowledge difficulties. And there's a lot of reporting that just, we know, we this, we that, we authority. So, I don't know. I believe that in some form, the virus itself exists, okay? It can be a whole set of viruses. It can be something that doesn't exist without the presence of another virus or other factors. There's some stuff going on there. Insofar as it exists and is detectable, all the evidence we have suggests that it came out of a laboratory environment in an urban center in China. That's about as far as I can go with that, okay? And this is just, you know, my goal isn't to dig on progressives, urban progressives, and the left, but I'm gonna probably end up doing that a little bit. And here's my first dig. They're a bunch of racists. And they keep trying to float this idea that the virus came from a bunch of low intelligence, subhuman, brown people who are superstitious and eat the wrong animals. Bat soup. Okay? There are people out there, progressives, who still believe that it's because of superstitious people with different colored skin who eat bat soup. And there's a prejudice there, a built-in bigotry that is inescapable, and you got to deal with that part of progressivism. They are like that. That's one of the things. It's not because you ate a particular type of mammal versus a different type of mammal. Okay? It's not because you believe that there are medicinal benefits to eating certain parts of certain animals or whatever. That's not what caused the virus, whatever. As far as we can tell, insofar as it exists, it looks like 90% certain it came out of a laboratory environment in an urban center in China. It does not look like a virus that would come out of nature insofar as it exists. And it's one of those areas where we're messing with genetics at a level where we don't really know what we're doing. I'm not saying humans aren't smart. I'm not saying we can't conquer the universe with science. I'm just saying we overreach ourselves sometimes and go past what we actually know because we think we know more than we do. Okay, we're still discovering things about the human body that fundamentally change our outlook, our health outlook. And people don't acknowledge that. People honestly do not acknowledge that we're still discovering things. like the coating on the inside of your blood vessels. Didn't even know about it until the 90s. Like, didn't exist. And it's the major factor in dealing with hardening of the arteries, cholesterol buildup in the arteries. But we didn't even know it existed. So we have decades of so-called science where we know absolutely the answer to heart disease, but the answer doesn't work. Well, there's a reason why. Anyway, the virus exists, I think, probably. And I think that it probably exists as a virus, not just as an expression of a symbiotic relationship between viruses. However, that is still a possibility. It is possible that what we are looking at is an expression of symbiosis. I just want you to be aware of that. There's a lot we don't know for sure, but I'm pretty sure that the virus exists. And I'm willing to move forward on that assumption, which leads me to some really weird spaces when it comes to COVID, the syndrome, and that's the next video. Stay sideways.